Good morning. It is my last full day in Lisbon. I'm heading to Albufeira tomorrow, so I figured I would give you guys a bit of a tour of the room I'm staying in. I chose to stay in the 10-bed mixed dorm. So it is a room with a bunch of bunk beds, as you can see, and 10 different people share it. So it was definitely the cheapest option. I forget exactly how much it is per night, but I remember it was probably the cheapest option for Lisbon. A lot of Europe is more expensive, which is why I'm kind of breezing through Portugal and Spain on this trip, trying to head to places that are a little bit less expensive, so that my money goes further, and places like that just interest me a little bit more. So really enjoying my time in Lisbon, but excited to see what else is out there. In my experience, a lot of bigger cities are very similar. Of course, the architecture and the history of the cities are completely different, but I find that cities all have a very similar feel. So I'm excited to go to Albufeira tomorrow because it is a bit of a smaller town. But in the meantime, I thought that I would show you guys kind of where I'm staying. So as you can see, it's actually a really nice dorm. It's the nicest dorm that I've stayed in, for sure. My favorite part is the fact that there are stairs that go up to the bunk beds, not just a ladder. However, I lucked out. I got a bottom bunk, which is my favorite. And I got a bunk that is kind of in its own little nook, like its own little alcove, which is great because then if people have the top lights on, it's still pretty dark over where I am, and it's just, it feels private. I don't know how I lucked out. So the rest of the dorm is right here. Focus. Really nice. Those are the stairs. And then all the way over here in its own little nook is my bed. So I really lucked out with that. I don't know if it's because I got here first or what, but yeah, really pleased with that. As you can see behind me, there are lots of lockers, so you can lock up any of your valuables, anything that you need to make sure is safe and secure. They got you covered. A lot of people might have the misconception that staying in a dorm room can be really sketchy, and people say all the time, oh, I would never do that, or they look at me like I'm crazy when I say I'm sharing a room with 10 other strangers. But it's really secure. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it's a great way to save money. So especially when you're in places that are more expensive, like Europe, a great way to save money. There's definitely no way I could have afforded to stay in a private room here. And it's nice because when you're traveling by yourself, then you can meet new people, and there's always somebody to do something with. So I think I am going to show you the rest of the hostel. We will see. There's lots of people staying here, so I don't want to bug people, but let's go see the rest of the hostel. So coming out, of course, normal lock. So the hallway here. There's a nice little TV room here, sofa to chill on, really nice balcony, which goes way up there. So nice place to hang out when it's really hot. There's books you can read. You can exchange your book if you have one that you finished. Lots of movies. So definitely a really cool place to chill. Dining room. Here's the kitchen. Bom dia. Don't want to bug her. one of the wonderful staff that makes delicious pancakes every morning, which I've really enjoyed. Oh my goodness, they're so good. So then we have, really helpful, a map that shows where everything is. And they're always happy to point you in the right direction. So this is where I have been hanging out a lot. It's where I was editing all day yesterday. Again, try not to bug people. One of the bathrooms. Let me see. So there's 2 showers in here. This is the one I used this morning. Ooh. And then a toilet in a separate room. And I have never once waited for the bathroom. Not once while staying here. There's lots. And then, let's see. Here's the main area out here. And I know I look like I'm crazy, but that's okay. And then another little hangout room. So it's a really nice, cozy, friendly place to stay. I definitely recommend it if you're in Lisbon. Definitely one of the... Hola! 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 See, everyone is so friendly here. I absolutely love it. Definitely recommend this place. It's an awesome, awesome place to stay. So I think that for the rest of the day, I might just head out and explore the area. There's a lot of cool things to do and see in Lisbon, and if you're coming here just to come to Lisbon, of course there's plenty of options. But for myself, since it's the first stop on a multiple-year trip, I really don't want to spend a ton of money. Things are more expensive in Europe, and I'm really enjoying just experiencing the city and walking around and seeing what I stumble across. And that's part of what I like doing when I'm traveling. I just like feeling the new vibes of cities and towns and places that I go. So I'm very content just walking around and seeing what I happen to stumble across. Maybe not everybody's idea of what they want to do, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of people telling me, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, and that's fine. I always in the back of my mind know that I can come back to a place. If I'm in a situation where I have more money to spend, I can come back and I can experience those things then. I'm young, I can still come back and do it. So I try not to stress myself out about trying to do everything and see everything. Number one, you're going to wear yourself out, you're going to be exhausted, and number two, it's going to suck up all of your money. So I'm very conscious of not wanting to do that. And part of traveling is you get to decide exactly what you want to do at any given moment, and what I like to do is walk around and just explore. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm waiting for some batteries to finish charging, but after that, we will see where the day takes us. So I am down by the water now. Hopefully you can hear me, it's a little loud. But I am in the heart of things, apparently. It is very busy. And I think I am going to do a tram tour. It's 20 euro, and I think I remember that I was just saying how I didn't want to spend money on a tour, but you get to go all over the city, and I don't want to just stick to the area that I've been walking around in. That seems silly to only be in that area. And then I can actually hear a little bit of the history about Lisbon, and not just look at the things, but actually understand what it's about. So let me show you where I am right now. So I just finished the tram tour. It was really, really awesome. Now I am back down by the water, and I haven't actually made it all the way down here. I came almost here and not all the way here. I don't know why, but I'm down by the water now, which is nice because there's a nice breeze, and it's 37 degrees today. I don't do too well in the heat, so I am in desperate need of a nice breeze. So it's beautiful down here. And as you can see behind me is gorgeous too. Remember when I said that the taxis were on strike? Well, every single day, when I walk past this main square, there is a massive protest going on. So they're protesting basically, they can't make money because of Uber. So the taxis are protesting and they're not taking any fares whatsoever across the city. So I'm sure you can hear the horns. That has been going on the entire time that I was here. Lots of people are wearing shirts. I'm not sure what they say. I think they say "Save the Taxi," something like that. Yeah, they're protesting. And apparently it's a big deal. There's a ton of police. Every time I walk by here, there's at least, I would say like 10 or 15 police vans just like patrolling. Everyone is armed to the teeth. Lots and lots of police presence. Look at this. Feeling of this, but it looks like a lot of people are supporting the taxis. Lots of people just walking by and clapping and applauding for them, showing their support. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But I'm going to go back to the hostel now. I am very tired.